dear. Subdivide this. It's me, Monkey.
That's correct. Good job.
How in the hell?
Oh, everyone stuffs it up, but that's correct.
Hey, rabbit. Understandable. I get you. Render. Show me the video. Render. Goes there. And let's get you JPEGs. Honestly, with the internet connection, us watching on the live stream is probably for the best. Right, now this shouldn't take too long. It's just a sphere. It doesn't have that many polygons. Now this thing I can actually show off. Fine, I can't show that. Ooh, ooh. Oh, that looks nice. Got some nice physics there. Yeah. Oh, you're completely muted on the stream. That's why I can't hear you. Yes, I'm coming through a bit loud, but you are completely muted. Honestly, I can't talk. I've seen some special stream setups. One scene per game. Dear God, help me. Hello, Doc Duck. How are you? Dear.
Ah, good. I'm just eating me dinner. Hello.
I'm getting a large delay on the stream.
Okay, Dog Duck's coming through. Okay, so desktop audio's coming through. It's just mic audio's not coming through.
No, it doesn't seem to be.
Ah, it's magical. Okay, Mama said you have outlived your usefulness.
Can you hear me now?
Let us
I can
say,
hear you.
on the stream is a different question.
Does it work? Is it working? Because the stream might be a bit delayed.
Oh, a little bit. You're very quiet.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you? Okay, I'll just turn up the volume there. I don't know what's going on with my mic.
Arby wants to see what's up with your setup. Mind you, what does Linux use for streaming?
Well, it's OBS. It's the same thing that most other people use.
I see. Wait, does it not have the feedback on the Who's what's it? What's up with your setup? Okay, create this.
Only real. Oh. I'm gonna sort the stream music out.
Yes, by all means. So. So there's still a bit of an issue, but
An animated GIF. Yes. Or GIF. Or YIF. Ugh.
YIF.
That one.
You don't want to say that.
Surprisingly, the worst of the three options.
So you can hear. So the microphone works now, does it? The microphone works. My audio is okay on the live stream, or should I'll just check it myself?
Yeah, it is just quiet. I don't know why.
Let's try this.
Yeah, it's like I'm 3 times louder than you. But yeah, it is just quiet. I don't know why.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's try this.
Yeah, it's like I'm 3 times louder.
Today
than
we
you.
clubbing.
Indeed. Which reminds me, I have recently grown to like some
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
really crappy looking indie dev games.
Oh yeah. Try this.
They're
That's good news.
roguelikes, and they make me
Today
happy.
we clubbing.
I don't know what that says about my tastes. Why is that 21 gigabytes?
Well,
megabytes.
I mean, indie games are at a bit of an interesting moment right now. I don't know if you guys are at a bit of. It is good news for you, but also this an argument for bad news for us. But
What, the market's getting bigger, which means we're going to get more saturated, such as.
I mean, there's a pretty good chance of sorry, I'm getting an echo from the stream. There's a bit of a good chance that an indie game wins Game of the Year.
Nice.
From my understanding. Silksong.
Oh yeah.
Testing. Okay.
But it's causing a bit of a riot in the industry. If you.
Well,
I remember the drama from that.
It's probably because a lot fewer indie games are woke.
No, it's because it's so cheap.
So
Is why
it
it's
has
causing a problem.
been doing a lot of things that go against the mainstream. I say maid. There's like a clique in the indie scene, and they all do the same thing. So it's kind of like a guild, and Silksong is doing things very differently. Number one, no pre-alpha, no early access, charging $20
For a
No.
game that's I think the problem is that because it's an indie game made off the back of another successful game, and
Yeah,
so
that's
it's way bigger than it should be. It's way cheaper than it should be, and it's competing with other indie games and not with AAA's.
Yeah, and also, what was it? Yeah, you can say that, okay, it has an unfair advantage or whatever, but it's working off the back of Hollow Knight, which in itself was the proving grounds for the studio. Like, okay, Hollow Knight's good. You can trust the studio to make something good. Nice little Metroidvanias.
But I mean, the good side is that people are more likely to give indie games a chance.
Oh yeah. But honestly, I'm kind of here for it. And not just because of the drama, but mainly just because I want to go back to the days of, I go to the game store, here's a bunch of cheap games that you might like, you might not. Frame sampling. How do I make this go lower? That's an excellent question.
I ran into the kind of agenda a lot when I was in my master's. You know,
Unfortunately.
they, they were just like, they spent so much time talking about like how to put in like good messaging and stuff like that. I heard that.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I mean, I was just there going like, surely the object of the game is to make the most fun and innovative thing that we can. The whole point is that it's fun to play. You know, that's number one priority. All this other stuff, like, I'd rather not. You know.
Oh, I get you. Estimated file size unknown. Of course, it's unknown. Be that way.
Nice.
But yeah,
Nice.
that's been. It's one thing I've noticed, especially like halfway through my course. There's just been a move away from making fun stuff to just. I'll be real with you, stuff that doesn't matter. Like, you remember the Horizon Zero Dawn games? I remember seeing some people who I've seen their portfolios. They're very good portfolios. They know what they're doing. And I'm just seeing them just glaze Horizon Zero Dawn's character design like, oh, it's got all this wonderful like micro details and the fuzz on the face. I'm sitting here like,
who gives a shit?
yeah, but it looks like okay, basics for any art form. If your base is crap, you can polish it all you want. It's still going to be crap. If your character looks like a potato, it's going to keep looking like a potato. I don't care how detailed it is. And that was like the zenith for me. And that was it. The most recent example was Ghost of Yote, where they were showing off how reflective the eyeballs are. Like, okay.
It's like,
Cool.
who cares? Is it fun?
Like,
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, that could be a very important thing, say in an RPG where you're looking at the people's faces a lot, like, Vampire the Masquerade, and they legitimately look like they're all on heroin with that glazed look in their eye because somebody whacked up the reflectivity. I'm serious, you need a mod in order to undo that because it is so distracting. But with an action game, not really. Not really. Dark Souls gets away with it because it's Dark Souls. And I like making pretty things in Dark Souls.
Yeah, so
From Software is super good at good crunchy gameplay. I think that's their sort of calling card. So I used to play a shit ton of Armored Core as a kid,
Yeah.
and the systems in that were so good. And that's why I kept playing it. Not like the graphics.
So I'll try to stay for the entire stream, but if I do have to pop off for whatever reason,
okay.
Yeah.
No, I get you,
yeah.
man.
All good.
But well, while I've got you here, let me see if I can recreate the issue I was having with the stupid climb animation. Climb animation.
Yeah, of course.
Barbarian. Okay, that's the animation player. So I don't have the climbing in here. So let's see, animation, manage animations. Load library. Here, animations, libraries. Let's see, I really hope this opens. There we go, now it decides it wants to open. Okay, I'm going to rename this to clean.
See, I never played Horizon Zero Dawn, but like,
Neither did I. It was a PS5 game, and the first one looked nice. I just never got into it. I think it was
I kind of like
saturated
the
at that point.
I kind of like the concept of like sort of tech beasts roaming around, but
yeah.
I know nothing else really. I've watched someone play a bit, and I was like, all right.
This could be nice.
Oh. Okay, now
Be
the
fair,
problem's
huh?
not there anymore.
Oh,
See, because here's the climbing animation that I downloaded off Mixer Mode,
Mhm.
and it was sort of kind of weird and wonky. It had flipped around and translated. Now I fixed the flip and the translate in Blender and exported the animation, but then when I loaded it in here,
What a cool.
Oh, it's just not doing anything. Wait, is that the edited one or
that's the edited one. So now
okay.
it's fixed now. Okay.
working? Okay.
Oh no, okay, I guess it wants to work now. Granted, when we see, I'm doing this as a sandbox game, but like I'm doing this just as a testing ground to build the features we want for our next game. But we're gonna get like our own animations, our own models and characters and everything like that. But I wanted to make that work first. But yeah, I guess it decides it wants to work now. Oh, all good.
oh well.
I guess now.
Well, if it works, it works. I guess.
maybe it's just your presence here had fixed it.
Unironically.
I'm just that good. I went in while you weren't looking and edited it.
Oh, master hacking skills, dude. Oh, so beautifully done. Oh. I need to change my underwear. That's how good your hacking skills are.
Oh, okay.
Nah, appreciate that.
All good.
Yeah, and so just putting the climb animation into all the other characters now. We'll see if I can implement that. Load, open, done. Yeah. Okay, back to idle for you.
Computer. Yep.
So now we go to the animation tree. And we put in a claim. See, one of the things that I wanted to brag about was that in like doing ranged fire and targeting things and the like, like the camera controller was really messy and wouldn't work properly. And so what would happen is, like, if I went into ranged fire mode for spells or for projectile weapons, the camera would spin around suddenly before arriving at the target. But all I had to do was change one line of code. I was tearing my hair out over this for weeks. Change one line of code, and then it just goes so nice and beautifully now. So I am extremely happy with that. But I've implemented Duck, you should watch this.
Yeah. On the
there'll be a bit of a delay, but I've implemented this thing where I've got spells lift and move. And the idea is, if you've got a spell, a movement spell, a manipulation spell equipped, and you target an object that will respond to it, it lights up, and then you cast it, and then it does the lift.
Yeah.
You target it.
I just thought of a fun way we could use this, actually. You know, when you're talking about how how the spells would react to different types of materials. So you'd have like move metal, move stone, move. I just thought of something really fun.
Yeah.
So you know how you're probably bringing in a companion in a lot of things. What if the puzzle requires you to either use strength or move wood, and then your companion lights up as being wood, and then it's like your companion doesn't necessarily know, but they're like like Mokujin from Tekken.
Yeah.
They're like disguised as like a real human, but they're actually like a golem. That would be quite fun. There's a whole side quest we could do on that. And then like figuring out who made them, why they're made out of wood. That could be that sounds fun.
But
Mokujin.
Yeah, but I like how we've got following. So I've got it so that the character will follow you. And so what I'm going to do, drop all my inventory, drop. Now we can jump up. Now that the character is in follow mode. Oh, god damn it. The character is supposed to jump up and follow you. There you go. So the following is still a bit iffy. But see, because it can't follow you down now.
Oh.
But
it's like, I don't know how.
But that might be something to do with how the animation meshes are configured, but that's alright, that's neither here nor there, that can be fixed. Anyway, but I've got consumable item usage as well implemented. And right now I just got potions and shit like that. But one thing I'm really proud of is, okay, so the witch doesn't move, but what I'll do, I hope I've got this implemented. Whereas I need to build something into this lift. So this guy thought I'd implemented that as well. Hang on. What happened there?
What, the sound?
Oh, sorry.
Or the,
I should mute myself when I'm not talking because I have the squeakiest chairs in the world. I'm not even kidding. I don't know how heavy everyone else here in the call is, but I go through chairs at a frightening rate.
Alright.
I'm just a very dense man. In every sense of the word.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my chair's now squeaked, the screws fall off. It'll be gone soon.
No,
Sorry
just-
for
I've-
the response, but-
I've gone up significantly in density since getting married, and not my wife's fault. It's my fault because I've been binging on friggin' stuff I shouldn't eat.
Yeah, I do have a feeling that's gonna happen to me if I ever am in your position. And what happened? Well, I finally have access to good food consistently. I can now bulk for the first time in my life.
Mm,
What the hell?
I'm currently in the process of eating too much, and I don't even care.
Yeah, see, I'm an ego lifter. I must lift for the ego. I've decided that's my fate.
Ah, god damn it, Godot. So, see, there's one thing I don't like about Godot. I love it. I love everything else to do with Godot. There's one thing I just really find annoying about it. Is that it likes to randomly just stop responding to keyboard input.
Mm,
That is
annoying.
Extremely, yeah.
a little heartache, because at that point I fear the program crashes and I just have to accept my fate. Like, okay, computer's over. Something's breaking.
Yeah, well, at least it continues to respond to mouse input, so I can save everything before shutting it down and restarting.
Thank God.
Yeah. So, Cap, one of the things I wanted to ask was, have you had a chance to do any concept art for the baddies, the next two bosses for going viral?
Oh, I hadn't even had a chance to look at the GitHub notes yet. I've been super busy this week, but
That's okay. I was just asking.
yeah, I did get some positive news back. So apparently my references have all come through, bar one, which I contacted today. The tenant for my property management work will be in next Monday, so all of a sudden I'm gonna go from being completely overloaded to having a whole bunch of time, which is gonna be good.
Good. Well done, man.
Yeah, but then like pretty soon I'll be starting the other job, and then I'll have time again. I'll have even more
Yes.
time. So it's gonna be, yeah, it's looking good. So yeah, all of my frantic running about shall end imminently. I'm gonna be so pleased to be a teaching assistant for my main job. Honestly,
Nice.
like I used to look down on teaching assistants, but now I'm like, nah, dude, that's perfect job for me right now. You know, because I want that like only little bit of commitment to the work hours
Yeah.
rather than forever work hours. You know, and just clock in, clock out,
Hmm.
do 30 hours a week, off on the holidays, nice.
Nice.
You know, and then that leaves me like a whole bunch of time every day to do like book writing and this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is your plan. Yeah, being self-employed, I found slightly overrated.
Hmm. What am I looking
What do you mean it's overrated? How could you burst my bubble like I was
It's
like a
just-
princess living in a dreamland, and here you are, Doctor, just coming to me like, yeah, it's overrated. You get a lot of freedom, but you get a lot more stress, you know?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, if you ain't working, you ain't getting paid. And if you ain't doing the thing someone actually wants to pay for, then you ain't getting paid doubly. So it's like,
Yeah.
you have to, either way, you end up kind of doing stuff that you wouldn't necessarily
Surprised
want
me.
to do.
I may have to
Yeah.
look into making mascots, which may open the door to some horrifying options, but I don't want to think about those ones.
What the
Making mascots?
Yeah, some guys want mascots for their Twitch channels, and I'm like, Monkey, we'll pay you. I'm like, you know what?
Oh.
That's an excellent idea. Getting paid.
Yeah, legitimately. As painful as it is, go where the easy money is at.
I
I'd
dread to
say.
think what would happen if I go for the furries. That's my greatest fear.
God.
Yep.
Because I recently learned some horrible information about them that I will now share with you. They're either very, very bad with money, or they make disgusting amounts of it.
Well, I
To the
think
point
the
where I'm
latter.
legitimately afraid of them.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? I don't know. It's
What do you
weird.
work for a job? I'm in the government. Where in the government? Can't tell you, it's classified. And you're a furry, yeah.
Yep.
I should end this conversation.
Yep. Yeah. That's,
I'm still
That's
not over
pretty
that story V told on stream. It was from an artist friend he has. And the artist friend, he hates making furry stuff. And then a furry approaches him for a commission. And he doesn't want to do it. Money's not an issue, he just doesn't want to do it. But he has this deal he wants to close on this house, because he likes the house, he wants to live in it. And you know, the furry asks, what would it take for me to get this piece of art from you? And he just says, oh, I don't know. If you can somehow make it so I can get my dream house, sure, I'll do it. The next week, the problems go away. He gets his dream house. Yeah. So he drew that furry his artwork, and we try not to think about it too much.
yeah.
The questions that bring more answers that I really don't want to consider.
I suspect, like, from the nature of what being a furry is, that they'd probably have some sort of dark and powerful ties, honestly. Even though they're such,
Probably.
like, ridiculous people.
Well, you'd actually be surprised. I was actually surprised when I got involved with the art community how many people are actually completely above table, nothing dark at all. They're just like drawing anthropomorphic characters.
Yeah.
Mm. I mean, the artists, I'm sure, are fine. It's, I don't know.
Honestly, the Japanese ones, okay. I can work with those ones. Those at least aesthetically pleasing.
Mm.
The American
yeah.
ones, for some reason, just look like football mascots, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I can get behind Japanese cat girls.
Nah. You wanna know? This is
How
actually-
cat are we talking here?
This is one of the reasons why I started going back to church, is because I would go to conventions. I would go to conventions to sell my books, and it's just like the furries everywhere, and I'm like, this is so fucking creepy.
I can't talk. I've seen that.
But it's
Take
worse.
work.
It's worse
Probably
because
And worse, yeah.
Because the thing is, what was happening was, like, these guys would be walking around, and like I'd see at one point, like, there was also this one dude who was walking around with a t-shirt on that said in beautiful embroidery, "I love ANAL." there are kids walking around.
Oh
This
god,
is
that's
the Mandalorian.
It's
I wanted to
Babylonian.
I would get thrown on a goddamn sex offenders registry if I pissed near a school, and this guy's walking around with that shirt.
Yeah, and I'm just like, for Christ's sake, I want to be around wholesome people again. I just want to be around
Understandable.
wholesome people. That's why I started going back to church. And
Honestly, we just can't. Some people just ruin it for everybody. Like, we can't have Dominion tank police for long because eventually the wrong type of people start liking it, and then I have to stop liking Dominion tank police.
okay. Yes.
That's a anime. That tank girl anime. What's that called now? Shoot.
Let me
Should I
get.
make
I got a Kuzuma what's it for you. Here it is.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It strikes me as like it's just degeneracy for the sake of degeneracy sometimes.
Pretty
that's
much.
what-
like
That's what I'm kind of like. Yeah,
MCM.
no,
Yeah, I know I'm
Uploading.
doxing myself. Yeah, MCM. I went to MCM. On the way to MCM, I straight up just saw people in. I'll be real with you. It was like nightclub slut outfits.
Yeah.
Just going to MCM. I'm like, lady, it's middle of the day. I don't want to see you in this.
Yeah.
It's Comic-Con in London.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now,
God, honestly.
I thought of doing a UK tour at some point, but just the more I hear about how dangerous London is, the more I don't want to be there.
No, it's
Really, I would not recommend going out late at night.
I wouldn't.
No, don't do it.
not at all.
If I could get a
All I'm
hotel
saying
right
is-
across the road from the convention, and that's all, and I just needed to be there, just get from there, and then once the convention was done, get the hell out of there and go somewhere else, like go to
Pretty much.
go to.
I wouldn't. Not even the tourist areas I wouldn't trust, really.
Yeah,
No, Go to
cities
Sweden.
are not what they need to be, honestly.
yeah,
Especially London. And the thing is, like most of the big cities, no one likes being in them because they suck.
nah.
You know,
So
nice.
you know what I mean? It's you know, and half the time, like the city center is like half boarded up because like no one can afford to go there because it costs £20 to park your car anywhere near. So it's just it'll.
You could use the public transport and almost get stabbed on the train, like I did.
Well, yeah. See, Australia still isn't. It might get there in the next 10 or so years, but it's not there yet. You can still go on the
Yeah.
train and it's reasonably safe. You can go into Sydney and it still costs a bloody fortune to park
Like-
anywhere, but it's still okay. It's still safe.
Well, yeah, as someone who spends a lot of time in Sydney in areas after dark at very unusual hours, Sydney is very safe. Sydney, you won't run into people. The worst thing you're going to find in Sydney is a drunk person, to be honest.
You do have a lot of homeless people though.
Yes, you do, but they're harmless for the most part.
Yeah, like I feel bad for them, like walking past, but it's just like, okay, whatever dire straits you got yourself into, there has to be a job you can do, for Christ's sake. That's what I think when I see the homeless people there. But I was in San Diego back in 2021, end of 2021 for Comic-Con, and I was walking back, and there was a pretty, like, walking back every night because it always finished like late at night. So I'm walking back, and the main street was crowded. There was lots and lots of people eating and having a good time and everything. But then there was just one random homeless person just sitting there, and he's randomly just waving his arms around in front of his head. And I just had to give him everyone was giving him a really wide berth, but like, it's always like hardly anyone noticed him. But yeah.
Unfortunately, yes, Australia does still have problems with, but it's particularly alcohol,
Yeah.
causing homeless people. At least from what I've seen, personal experience, a lot of the people I know that have gone homeless or have heard stories about that have gone homeless, it's alcohol that's responsible.
Yeah.
I'm not Australian, but from what I hear about Australia, how do homeless people exist?
Like, to be
Considering that everything in nature is trying to kill them.
to be honest, oh, I thought you were talking
Survival of the
about.
fittest.
I thought you were talking about the fact that it's so expensive here, and
I was
to be
just
honest,
imagining night fights
I-
between. Yeah.
it is expensive, but it is doable.
Huh.
It's not impossible yet.
Yeah, I get you. I really do hate that. It is just it is an issue of just like there's something up with their head. Like I know I've seen some homeless guys around, and there's just something up with them. Like,
Yeah.
they're hearing voices. They're talking to people that aren't there, and somebody is just straight up lying to them. Because the overground train, public transportation on the tube, they're told to go beg on that, and they never get any money. And all it does is just make them sad. I'm just wondering, who told you to do this? Somebody told you to do this. Who did this? Because you
Probably
you shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You're a drug addict. You're homeless. Begging on the train is the last thing you should be doing.
I mean, there's also people that are in that position because it is an unfortunate position that really shouldn't happen to anyone in a good world. In a perfect world, no one would be homeless. But even in Australia, where the cost of living is so high, I find it really hard to believe people are going homeless because of financial problems. Just because of my own experience, like you can get a place, not a good place, but you can get a place for a reasonably cheap price if you desperately need something. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be, but like what you want is a roof over the head.
Yeah.
And you can still get that. That is still something that is available to people on JobSeeker.
Is it? So I don't know this aspect of Australia, but why don't more people do farming? Like, why is there? Why are there not more? Why is farming not a huge business? Is it?
Well, it kind of is. It is like
Well-
we've got like lots of agricultural industry, but
The
it's all yeah.
The biggest problem with Australia is that it is really hot
Really hot.
for a majority. Yeah. So like we're about a similar size to the United States, but 90% of that is
Desert.
really hot. 90% of that is the hottest part of Arizona, which is completely unworkable.
Yeah. So
I mean, stuff grows still. It's right, doesn't it? Because you could farm like prickly pears or something.
no, so
You
this is actually you know the thing that Carl Benjamin's going to be at in Sydney. He's coming to Australia. He's doing a conference there. I pitched a speech for that conference as well, explaining why Indigenous Australians didn't develop agriculture, right? And it's because Australia's soils are extremely nutrient poor, and it was hard even for the Europeans with 8,000 years of agricultural knowledge and the benefit of the Industrial Revolution. It was hard for them to get agriculture started because there's no volcanoes. There's no volcanoes in Australia. The last volcanic eruption, like serious volcanic eruption, was like 20 million years ago. Right?
Oh damn!
Right. Australia's
so
old. Australia's really old. We don't have volcanoes.
Yeah, all pre-Cambrian rock samples, almost all of them come from Australia, because it's such a bloody ancient continent, and because of that, it's really hard to do agriculture.
Crazy.
Of
I
course,
wouldn't have thought that the volcanoes were different
but
to the soil.
No,
But it
no.
makes sense.
Volcanoes enrich the soil. In fact, you want to know why ancient Egypt, the Nile, actually works? I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up and I'll show you, because I love this.
Thinking about it, if the
There's
Greeks
also-
had
There's also
volcanoes going up, erupting there, surely the Nile would bring down some of the nutrients from up north.
There's also
No.
There's also
From south.
There's also a big problem with agricultural geography. So, with most countries, in order to transport their goods quickly, what they need is a long river that stretches throughout the continent. And Australia doesn't have that. If you look
No.
at America, they have a big river that stretches all the way from the middle of the United States all the
Yes.
way out to the ocean, and they can use that to transport their agriculture quickly. If you build a river like that in Australia, it will dry up.
Yeah, the closest we've got is the Murray-Darling Basin, but even then, that's not good. So you see, like, the Nile, right? The Nile River starts all the way... It actually starts in the south, in Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, Sudan, and all of that, and then it travels all the way north to into Egypt, right? But this where it starts, all of its tributaries are right along a plate boundary, and there are shit tons of volcanoes all along here, spewing out volcanic soils that the yearly monsoons erode, dissolve, and then wash it all out into the Nile. The Nile, like the area of Egypt, this is actually really far from plate boundaries, so it doesn't get any earthquakes. It's very geologically stable. The Nile provides water and protection from the elements, and outside is nothing but a desert, so it's very easy to defend. And because you've got fertile soils replenishing themselves every year without you having to do anything, it's really easy to get agriculture started. So there's a shit ton of agricultural knowledge that was developed here that was then spread. But also all around here, all around the Fertile Crescent here, shit tons of agricultural knowledge that was spread by the Phoenicians across Greece, Rome, eventually all the rest of Europe, right? Whereas you look at here, Australia, we do not have, like, here's our green. Our green is there, a little bit up here in the north, and a little bit over around south of Perth. Tasmania is actually fairly green as well, but it's very isolated and very mountainous, right? But you take a trip across the pond to New Zealand, and there are fuck tons of volcanoes there, and so because of that, the Maori had castles. The Maori had fucking castles while they were there, so yeah. So yeah,
I never knew
agriculture
that.
is
It's-
really hard to get started in Australia.
It's also the same reason why Australia is a really... a lot of the problems with Australia come from the fact that it's a burning wasteland. It is like, if you've been to the outback, it is really hot all the time.
Yep.
I'm glad that I started
And
this
the biggest problem isn't the poisonous animals or the it is the fact that you'll just cook alive.
It's not the animals that are the problem, it's the whole damn place.
And you can't even escape to the water because of the jellyfish.
Oh.
Well, you can, but the problem is there is no water. Like in most of Australia, the quote unquote lakes are just giant patches of salt where there was a lake in some age long past, and it's dried up.
Like Lake George. Have you ever been past Lake George?
Yeah, Lake George is supposedly one of the biggest lakes in New South Wales. It's empty.
Well, not
That's
empty.
great.
I drove past it the other day, and there's water in there. Back about 30 years ago, apparently when I was a baby, it was actually chockers full. But then for a long time it dried up. It was very, very dry. But then it came back in. Then it goes back out. It hasn't gone nearly as big as it used to be, but it is still quite. It is still quite. What's the word? Yeah, there's still water in there, but yeah, you're right. There is so much dryness all over the continent, and so it's really hard to do farming.
Yeah.
And-
Another
but it also-
problem is
You reckon?
it's not just about agriculture. It's also about animals. So with regards to other countries, it is still possible to have cows and such in like America, for example, in the hot nations in America, the more arid regions, it is still possible to have livestock. Not so in Australia. For a majority of it, it's too hot. It's too hot all the time. There isn't a rainy season for a lot of Central Australia, and you can't start farming kangaroos either, because kangaroos are actually not really a suitable food source.
No.
I mean, there's two ways people have been like regreening that I know of. I wonder if they would work. I mean, probably not the second one, but the first one is using herds of roaming cattle that would basically go from green patch to green patch. But as they go across, they would be working the edge of the green, and then over time the edge pushes out as they sort of shit on the ground. It creates, gives nutrients to the soil, and then you get like roots growing into it. So, and it turns basically sand into proper soil over time. Takes a good long time.
Well, okay, like I'll just post an image of what Australia looks like real quick in chat, and then you can take a look at that. This is what Australia looks like.
Camels would help.
Oh yeah.
This is Australia. This is what the outback looks like. 90% of Australia looks like this.
Where did you post it?
It's just in.
Oh, in general. Oh,
general,
okay.
yeah.
Do you consider
Man,
introducing?
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I could work with that.
I can't.
Yeah.
Mind you, that's because of Mediterranean.
I do wonder.
Yeah,
So, why is the soil so red? Has it got lots of iron in it, or
Yes,
no?
lots and
Ah,
lots
yeah.
of iron.
I
Interesting.
think there's some
As-
iron.
They tested
commanding
Mars
plants.
rovers out in the outback.
That's. It does look like Mars now that you mention
No,
it.
but they actually do test Mars rovers out in the outback.
Oh, do they?
They filmed Mars footage out in the
It's
So what's
probably.
Australia like? Mars?
They're just making sure, right? You don't need all of those extra precautions. Mars is not nearly as harsh as the Aussie outback.
Australia, worse than Mars. That
I
place
don't
without
know
an
about
atmosphere?
that.
Yeah.
That's some oxymoron going on there.
Oh, hey, so this one would work. Now that I think about it, if there's lots of places like that, not just like pure soft sand, the other way you can regreen is by digging a little crescent. You dig like a series of crescents,
Yeah.
in a grid, and what these crescents do is that when it does rain, the water pools and soaks into the soil, and as well, the crescents serve to catch seeds and stuff. So then all you have to do is dig them, and then they'll turn into like basically forest.
So there was a plan to do what you're talking about is creating more water in the central of Australia, and there was a plan to do that by diverting rivers to create a giant inland sea. And what they realized was there's no point, because it will dry up faster than it can travel.
Oh yeah. That's the other thing. If you're fighting just that much heat, but I mean, the more you do green it, the less the heat will be. The less bad the heat will be.
You have to green it with trees, though.
Yeah.
You have to do that with trees, and the problem with Australia, Central Australia, the trees that grow, they're intentionally and evolutionarily designed to catch on fire.
I'm still not over that. I'm still not. So, what
Because
evolutionary process could possibly lead you to this conclusion that self-immolation was a good idea?
No, because there are lots of species of trees where their seeds can't germinate unless there's fire, because their seed pods are so tightly closed. Like their seed pods are really tightly closed.
Yeah, I know
because
that. But why does it have to be so tightly closed?
Because they don't lose moisture.
Yeah.
So they don't lose moisture.
That's around
That's
the
a good
side because
point.
it's so hot that sometimes the picture I sent for you is in Central Australia. You can't grow trees there. Even these trees, they just won't get to that height. They will get caught on fire and burn down before they get to that height.
I find it funny to imagine just fire starting,
Sounds
not
like
even.
a more extreme version of the Californian trees.
But around the sides of Australia, in areas where trees do grow, they're specifically designed to catch on fire and spread their seeds that way, because that's just how hot it is. You will not get trees in Central Australia.
I just love the idea of just fire starting just because, you know.
Are you an arsonist? Do I have a place for you? I have a profession legitimately just for you.
I love how the British went to discover the promised land in the south, and what they found was literally the closest thing to hell on Earth.
I mean, it was promised. We just never asked promised to who.
It's red. It's always on fire.
Oh, I love that.
They look at that and they thought, oh, yeah, this is where the criminals go. You're right, this is where they go.
They were like, we'll send them to hell.
There is hell on Earth. Want me to show you?
I'm here. You've earned your freedom.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Now, to be fair, I'd rather live in Australia. England's looking pretty spooky at the moment. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, get me out of here, please.
Australia is great. I love living in Australia. The other problem you'll have with agriculture, and they have had this problem previously, is that emus are an absolute nuisance.
I hear this about this.
You want to know something? I lived in Canberra for about like 5 years. I would go on regular hikes all around because there's some really good mountains to hike near where I lived. But I would see kangaroos, tons of kangaroos, right, all over the place. I've never actually seen an emu in real life.
Well, because they're from Western Australia.
Oh yeah, Western Australia. I've only been there twice.
Yeah. So in New South. Because they're extremely difficult to deter. They can climb, they can jump, they can get over your fences, and they will get into your crops. You can't poison them because they're really they're big animals. You can't, and they're very hardy. You can't even shoot them. And they tried this, the infamous Australian lost to water emus joke, haha. But realistically, they did try to go out there and kill all the emus, and it just didn't work.
I just what? So they eat? I don't actually know what they eat. Is it like seeds and fruit and stuff, or
Everything?
Or just everything? Oh, okay.
In Australia, you gotta eat everything.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, God. This has actually been a very good stream. We're talking about so much stuff. It's awesome.
But that being said, though, Australia is on the coast of Australia. It's a very nice country, honestly. I'm very I'm very proud to be as Australian. It's a very nice country in a very nice part of the world with a very good
Sure it is.
Yeah.
With a very good economy.
Honestly, it's one of the places I considered retiring. Not just because of the nice city, but also because if I wanted to, I can just go into the mainland and find my warrior's end there. Like, what happened? Monkey fought a kangaroo.
Start the great evil war yourself.
Oh my God, I'm starting to see what these outbacks are talking about.
You'll find your warrior's end. No, Australia. You probably won't find the warriors end you want. Honestly, Australian
Probably
animals
not.
are more weird than they are. Like, obviously, there's the drop bear. I'm joking about that, by the way.
Yeah, chlamydia is going to be a problem. I'll be real with you.
But the platypus is so much weirder than you think it is. For
I
example,
love platypus.
I try not to think about it.
no, it's
That's one thing I don't get about like furries, right? They dream about being foxes and wolves and stuff, and none of them want to be platypuses. That shit, that thing has fucking superpowers. I tell you now.
yeah, no,
Right.
okay. So firstly, it's mammal, of course. There's the
Why
obvious.
mammal?
It's a mammal. It's a mammal. It has a bill like a duck. It is
Yep.
poisonous, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Not venomous?
As in, it's venomous as well.
As well!
Oh wait, I didn't even
Um,
know about this.
And it has
They have a-
electrosensitive.
And then have electrosensitivity.
Yeah, it can,
Yeah.
it's got
And
the
it-
electro bill.
And it's glow in the dark.
Wait,
What?
I didn't know about this. What?
Nervar, Moon and Star. What are you talking? This thing's not real.
And on top of that, it lays eggs.
Yep.
Okay, what about
Yeah, I
how
forgot
it
about the
feeds
egg
young?
part.
It mentioned milk.
It's also a mammal.
Oh yeah,
Somehow.
yeah, it does.
Doesn't
Yeah,
it have,
it's
a milk pouch like an echidna.
it does. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a little bit more normal because echidnas are not that weird, to be honest.
I mean-
but you see echidnas
Breathes
all over the place.
milk
Like
through its
I've
skin
gone
instead of through a nipple.
I've gone
That's kinda weird.
outside. I've gone outside and just seen echidnas in my backyard. They do
Don't they
exist.
have like? Don't they have like? See, echidnas are adorable. I'd totally have a pet echidna.
So
You can't do that.
So there was a story. My best mate and I, we went on a bit of a road trip around Tasmania in 2018, and we went from Hobart to Launceston. The drive was supposed to take about 2 hours. It took us 5 hours because. Like my friend's a photographer, so he loves going and stopping and taking nice, beautiful photos and vistas. And we found an echidna by the side of the road, and I stopped. I pulled over. He ran back and just spent about maybe 45 minutes just trying to take different angled pictures of this echidna.
I have a video. I have a video of an echidna in my backyard.
Nice.
So they kind of. So it seems that under UV light they glow green.
Yeah, they do.
What the fuck? Why?
What, did you think I was lying? No.
No, I was just like I hadn't heard of this, but I believe it.
Not this
you know?
time. I was lying about the drop bears, but
Yeah, I was like, of course they fucking glow in the dark. they
Why
do
wouldn't they? How else will they find each other in the dark?
Oh,
what?
So that it means they must also be able to detect it somehow. Is their eyesight particularly good?
Nope.
I mean, like,
So it's a
Maybe I-
byproduct of something else.
We don't know why they do it. No one knows.
has anyone else seen this meme going around that no one knows how eels appeared?
eels.
Is that a real,
I
is that
don't
a real
know.
thing?
I don't know.
I want to know. I saw it in like an Instagram reel, and I was like, it was like, did you know that every species of eel comes from the Bermuda Triangle? I was like,
I
what?
did not know, and now I don't
How
want
is-
to remember.
How is Bermuda Triangle still a thing? I haven't heard about that in years.
Well, it's a little less of a
It's
thing
Eel
now.
Kingdom.
But...
I mean, at least just thinking about it, what I would imagine that eels came to be is that a fish tried to squeeze into a tight area, and the ones that were
Skinny
able
enough.
to fit in, skinny enough to fit in, had a survival advantage, and then those ones ended up overtaking and eventually becoming eels.
Evil. No.
I mean,
It literally
Oh,
is. This is my home. It was made for me.
apparently eels also don't have reproductive organs. I'm so confused by this.
What?
Yeah,
They not reproduce
Yeah.
like fish? Like
apparently they. Oh, I see. They don't
When it-
develop their sex organs until
when
the
an
final
eel
stage
has-
of their lifetime.
When an eel has a maw with a firanal jaw, that's a moray. When the jaws open wide and there's more jaws inside, that's a moray. Walks in a reef
amore.
and has 2 sets of teeth. That's amore. When an eel bites your thigh and you bleed out and die, that's amore.
That's amore.
How could people eat moray eels? They just look so funny.
I don't know.
It's unacceptable to me.
Eel.
So, they apparently do have sex organs, but not for all of their lives, which is really odd.
The ocean's a weird
Okay,
place.
so
That's why I don't like it.
You think this looks funny, right?
What?
I'm gonna copy it. I'll put it in the chat. I'll put a screen cap in the chat for you. Come on, screen cap.
I mean, like, not all Australian animals are weird. I mean, the wombat is the most normal type Pokemon ever.
Yeah, yes.
Although there's one thing I'll tell you, that really pissed me off about oh, come on, just put it in the chat, Jesus.
Can you imagine if humans were like eels and we just didn't have sex organs for like most of our lives?
I mean, it would get rid of that very awkward early life stage.
Oh god, don't get me started. No, well, one thing that really pissed me off, right, is I took my wife back.
I don't find it that weird. That's kind of like how caterpillars work.
No, I took for an early Christmas present, right? I took my wife to to this wildlife sanctuary where they were offering you could meet the koalas, and it cost me a couple of $100 to organise it, right? But then when we get there, we weren't allowed to hold them. We were not allowed to hold them. We were barely allowed to even touch the koalas. Oh, because it stresses them out too much, and like by New South Wales law, we're just not allowed to do it now. I'm like, you fucking assholes.
Well, to be fair, koalas are slowly becoming more and more endangered.
Yeah, I guess.
They're one of those creatures that the more you learn about, the more I go, just let them die already.
Well, no, but like, but look at them. You can't let this die, man. Like, I'll post a picture in general. They are so cute.
The more I learn about them, the more I go, like, these things are just trying to die. There was a time apparently
so the reason
they are not just attached to the forest they live in, they're attached to the specific tree that they're born in. And if you ever remove them from that tree, then they die.
The reason why...
This is what? Sloths or wombats?
Koalas.
Oh, koalas. What?
This is the reason why they've been so successful. They are the only animal on the planet that can eat that tree. And there are so many of that tree in Australia. That's why.
So that's how they can afford it.
Yeah. But yes, you're right. They are completely evolutionary inept in every way. And also that said tree like has 0 nutrients and is basically poisoned.
It has been evolving for like thousands of years to try and kill the koala so it stops eating them.
But the koalas just stick around.
No.
I have been trying for generations to get you off of me. Why are you still here?
And meanwhile, the koala has invested like all of its evolution points. It can do nothing. It can't run. It can barely climb. It doesn't even have a stomach. Baby koalas can't even digest the leaves they're supposed to eat. And
like,
all of this,
I'll poison your stomach. Not if I don't have a stomach.
And you want to know the worst part?
Baby koalas need to suckle from their mother's butthole.
Yes. Yes, they do.
I didn't know.
The reason why is because they can't digest eucalyptus leaves yet, so they need to have pre-digested eucalyptus leaves, because even the mother koala can't properly digest them and ends up pooping out a lot of like valuable stuff, and that's just what the baby eats.
That's so gross. Why even bother at that point? They're like, no, I'm committed. I've invested all my points.
He's right. Once you commit to the bit, you have to see it through to the end.
Well, they also committed to being they'll probably survive just because they committed to being humans' favorite cute. Wait, is that Barack Obama holding a koala?
So what's the game with, like,
Yes,
Euclid
that is
tree
Mr.
Batman?
Oracle.
You
Post
know,
it in
the
the chat.
Euclid tree is Batman and a koala is the Joker hanging upside down, going, "We're destined to do this forever."
It's on the Wikipedia article. It's Obama holding a
It does a
koala.
lot more to survive.
Oh god.
I gotta check this out. Wikipedia article.
I better go feed my cats. I'll be back.
This happens every time. Every single dev session I have ever been a part of in my life just devolves into some bullshit.
Well, good, because we're talking. It's good.
Did I ever tell you about that hour-long
Yes.
game of League of Legends?
Now,
It was
tell us.
ARAM. Those are supposed to be only 20 minutes long.
I mean,
but we
I've
were
actually been.
all so shit at the game that it lasted an hour, but we were all at our end game builds, all level to max. We had more gold than we knew what to do with. We just wanted it to end, but we couldn't concede. Like the koala and its tree, we were stuck forever. Oh god, it was one of those games you just don't remember.
They could just evolve into drop bears. That'll work.
Like, oh, at least I'll be free from the tree.
Okay.
So sad that they put your
So,
fingers in the storm.
Dustin Zero then is facing away. So, if it's facing away, I'm doing freaking math calculations in my head.
I try
that
not
being
to.
said, I
That's my health.
actually do need to head off now.
Yeah, I'm
got
gonna
a
need
good
to head
work.
off in about 10 minutes because I got to take the missus to work and I've got work as well.
Yeah.
Understandably.
Door. Open state. Door. Open state. Inward. There we go.
God.
Else.
Bye.
You heading off?
I keep forgetting.
Yep.
I wasn't sure when he would leave, but bye. Quest party.
Understandable.
No context shit.
Okay. I understand I'm being spied on by my phone, and every so often it shows me a meme related to whatever the hell it can hear. That goddamn Peter Griffin thing just... I hate everything about it. I hate that he gets the right answer, too.
I hate Family Guy. I tried to watch it. Everyone's saying, "Oh, you gotta watch Family Guy. It's so funny." And I'm watching it, and like Peter Griffin is such an asshole. I was losing the will to live. I can't watch this.
The
He's
original
so
seasons were better.
cruel. I don't want to do it.
The original seasons
Yeah.
were better. I don't watch Family Guy anymore. They decided to just all in on for weird family mocking humor. Even making the
It
baby
only
gay.
goes so far. Like, I'll be real with you, I can only... It's funny for the first, like, few bits. Like, okay, cool, irony humor is my thing. But I'll be real with you, I get bored. It's at the point where, alright, I don't know if you're being serious or not, so I'm just gonna leave now.
Originally, they did have some semblance of storyline going on that it kept you watching throughout the comedy skits. But they completely gave up on that. It's just all self-defeating humor, and it gets really tiring.
Like, why is he so cruel to his daughter? I just don't
That
get
was
it.
a long time ongoing joke that they never really did anything with.
Ah.
It's just the joke is she's ugly, haha.
Oh god, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I guess the only thing that was remotely funny was Stewie, but even then, it's just no, fuck off. Don't care.
He used to be an evil baby and used to try and, be evil. And then they went like, we're bored of this. Let's make him gay. Because yes, everyone wants gay under 3.
Yeah.
But what the fuck? It's like, well, yes, Batman. I will make the little baby boy a homosexual.
Yeah.
Although, I gotta be honest, I did have to spend a lot of time and effort on doing all the irony posting. It completely ruined my sense of humor. Had to undo that.
I'm gonna add a. So, I've almost got this door interface working, but I'm gonna have to leave in about 5 minutes. But what do you guys got planned for the rest of the day?
Oh, I am trying to figure out how displacement maps work. Like, you know those party games that people like playing with the really simple graphics? Yeah, somebody wants me to make something that looks kind of like that. I have never done that art style before, so I'm like reverse engineering that from scratch.
Okay, I'm going to add a collider, collision shape. And I'm going to make it a box. Yeah, box shape. That looks nice. That big.
Alright. Cat's fed, fish fed.
Nice.
Excellent. Oh. I wonder why when my girlfriend feeds them, they eat in a different order, and I don't know why. It's like it's a different feeding experience for them, so they have to stand in a different order. I don't understand.
I understand. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Different person, different food. Gotta eat it a different way.
Yeah. Strange animals.
Are you fine? You are fine.
So we've moved
You will
off the mystical land of Australia. I love this conversation. It's been so funny.
I learned so much.
But it's getting to the point I'm gonna have to end the stream because I need to go and I need to start work, but also need to go and take the missus to work. So hope you enjoyed the conversation and forgiveness for the terrible audio once again and the audio stuff ups because I suck at this. But anyway, go to menixgames.com, follow us, you can join our Discord, and check out cscooper.com.au because I've got a new book out, new kids book, so go and check that out. And everyone can have a good time.
Oh yeah.